Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour of a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Western Australia. Now, as always, we are going to start with a description from the mod hub. It says, "Welcome to Western Australia. In the outback, you are in charge of your own future. With the standard equipment, you are off to a great start to be a great farmer. Good luck." Features 27 farmlands, 25 fields, 3 self-owned fields in New Farmer. In order to sell fruits from the storage silos, they must be loaded onto trucks and transported to sell point. Several large fields. Great startup fleet. This mod map was created by Farmer Bob and is 144.07 megabytes to download, and is available for all platforms. There are collectibles on this map, similar to Elm Creek. The toys that are strewn about the map, 100 in fact. If you go to the statistics screen, you can see down at the bottom right of the right panel, collectibles collected, 0 of 100. Now, let's start off with the map. You can see this is what we're starting out with. Up here in the northern section of the map is what we own. Pretty much every area you can buy, and there are huge fields, which means huge prices. There are a couple smaller ones like Field 8, which is more reasonable in starting price, 88,000, but you're also getting a very tiny field in proportion with the rest of the fields on this map. The fields are kind of broken up. You can see a lot of like natural terrain and telephone poles, things along those lines that kind of make not so straightforward farming. So that's going to be things that you contend with, kind of similar to like a Stone Valley-esque type feel for the fields. Alright, so what do you start out with equipment-wise? If we come to our owned equipment, under medium tractors, we own a Massey Ferguson 8S 205. And under large tractors, we own a Fendt 942 Vario, as well as a JCB Fast Track 8330. Under trucks, we own a Mack Superliner 6x4. And harvesters, a Case Axle Flow 9250. Under cars, we own a Lizard Pickup 1986, as well as the Mahindra Retriever. Under trailers, we have a Crampy SKS 30-/1050. That's a trailer for your semi-truck. And we also own a Crampy Big Body 750S tipper, as well as a smaller Selak ANS 1900. We have a header for the harvester. It's the Case 3162 Terraflex Draper 45 footer. This is the one with the attached header trailer, collapsible foldable header trailer. We also have a Case 4418N. This is the sunflower and corn header. We start out with the Elho Scorpio 550 stone picker, a Vaderstat NZ Extreme 1425 cultivator, a Amazon, I don't know the proper way to pronounce that, is it Satan 15001-C seeder, a Hardy Aeon 5200 Delta Force sprayer, and a Amazon ZGTS 10001 fertilizer spreader. So not a bad set of starting equipment. With all this equipment though, you start out with 1,144 slots out of 1,440 available for the newest gen consoles, Xbox Series X and S, as well as the PlayStation 5. There are custom sheds and uh, whatnot on this map. As you can see, there's the easy shed with back wall, the bulk hall, as well as the big garage. There's also custom containers. You can see down here on the far right side, you have the Meridian in stainless steel liquid fertilizer tank, as well as the Karma 16, and as well as paints. Now, I did not see anything under the productions, factory, sell points, greenhouses, and no custom animals. I didn't see any decorations, but I did under landscaping see what appears to be some additional paints schemes. So if you're going to alter the map anyway, this is some addition that you can do. So we start here on our farm, right next to our house. And first we're going to start in the backyard. So back here we do start with a little beehive, a little 10 cluster beehive. We do start with a chicken pen, and you can store up to, or house up to 30 chickens in here. Sweeping back around, you see in our house, I think this is similar to the whole Bellerone. This is our wardrobe trigger, as well as our sleep trigger. Over here, we have the pallet spawn point for the honey, as well as a small greenhouse. Just standard greenhouse crops here. We can get strawberries, lettuce, and tomatoes. You do start out with quite a bit of shelters. You see this open-ended structure here. Inside this one here, and here's some of our starting equipment. We have our little tipper trailer and our stone picker, sprayer, and fertilizer spreader. Over here we have a lime station. We have the rest of our starting equipment right here. On the side of that building we have a large fuel tank or fuel silo. Over here we have a liquid fertilizer tank. Can hold up to 173,500 liters of liquid fertilizer. Here we have a solid fertilizer silo, can hold up to 60,000 liters. We have a water buy point. And here, you can see in these couple of hash marks, is a repair point for your farm, where you can repair and repaint equipment. Come over here, we have the Karma 16, which is a seed and mineral feed silo. It can hold up to 27,300 liters of product. Over here we have the Herbicide Silo. Again, similar to the other liquid silo, this holds 173,500 liters. And then over here, on the back side, is our Pharma 800. This is a base crop silo and can hold, I believe, 800,000 liters of product. Now we are going to go ahead and hop in our truck, because that's pretty much everything at our main farm, and we're going to start driving around. First, we're going to start off to the left here. And we're going to go to our first production point. Now, I will say there is quite a bit of distance between between points of interest on this map, and a lot of that's because of just the way the road network's kind of laid out. It's just one long continuous road network. Ooh, I can drive, I swear. So right here in front of us is our first production point. This is the grain mill. This is where you can take your base game crops like wheat, barley, sorghum, oats, and make flour, and you can purchase this for $96,000. Now we're going to head back out, and this is where it's going to be kind of a long trip, so depending on how long it takes, I might just, whoa, not in the States, sorry, depending on how long this takes, I will cut away and edit this down for time. One thing I did notice is that traffic can stack up relatively in relatively large groups. When I was doing just kind of a general tour earlier, or not a tour, but a general look around just to kind of get familiar with the map, I noticed that you can see here like there's a bunch of traffic coming in one direction, and then I'm rapidly approaching the next car in front of me, and just made, passing somewhat difficult. That one wasn't too bad. It was just something I noticed. Not too terrible, not too big of a deal. Of course, I say something while recording and I don't get any of the bunches. Alright. So we're going to turn in here. And we're first going to pass this by and come around the back and come over here. Now this is our selling station yard sell point, where you can sell your crops and whatnot to make profit. Our next point of interest is back where we just came in from. This is the animal dealer, where you can purchase your animals to transport them. Right now we only have a chicken coop, or a chicken pen, so we can only purchase chickens. It's the only thing it recognizes. Alright, straight across here is another fuel silo, fuel tank. As far as I can tell, it does appear that you have access to it. Even though you don't own the land, you can attempt to purchase and fill up from it. Over here is another production point. This is our spinnery. Product goes in. I assume product comes out right there. And this is the purchase point, and you can purchase it for $60,000. This is another sell point that we're on top of right now. This is the animal dealer sell point. Right here is our vehicle shop. You can go into your purchase menu right there, as well as a repair point right here within these hash marks. And now directly in front of us, now I did say there was collectibles. I did find one. This will be our little secret. Sorry if this is a spoiler, but that's the one you get. Directly in front of us is the Corgi Station sell point. And right here on the back side is the Lime Station. Now, one word of caution, I am not 100% certain about this. What we'll do is we'll go to the map and take a look. So let's first go through and show where we were and whatnot. So we started out here at the house. We ran back behind the house to look at the beehive, the chicken coop, ran up front, and we checked out the beehive spawn point for the honey, as well as the greenhouse. Came out to the front side and looked at the lime station, the fuel point, the liquid fertilizer tank, the solid fertilizer tank, the water tank. There was a repair trigger that we checked out. Then we checked out the Karma 16, as well as the liquid. This is labeled as liquid fertilizer tank, but that's not a correct label. According to the purchasing, you can purchase herbicide from this one. And then here is the Pharma 800. We then came out of the yard, picked up the truck, and came out to the main road, came all the way out to here and out to the grain mill, then came all the way back down the road, and then we started, pulled in through here, came up to this first selling station grain yard, checked out the animal dealer, the fuel tank, the spinnery, the animal dealer sell point, the vehicle shop. Those are the couple things that I skipped over, and I will explain why. We came down here and checked out the Corgi station, the sell point, as well as the lime point. Now, here you'll see there's a bunch of other places that we did not mention. A bunch of flat bottom bins. Now, as best as I can tell, I purchased the property that these reside on. If I backtrack, oops, not get absorbed into the structure. If I backtrack here, looks like there's a silo system here. Now, I don't know if you have access to the silo system, if this is something that you can actually put into and store crops, or if these are flat bottom extensions maybe. I'm just not sure, and I'm not sure if you have to purchase the site that this all sits on in order to use it. Normally when you have like a silo or something like that, the information in the bottom right will pop up on screen. I have not gotten that. That's why I'm kind of confused as to whether or not this is an actual usable silo, or if the map maker just used this as kind of a decorative kind of touch. I did purchase the land, and normally if you click on these things to see if you can sell them, if they were owned by you and they were like a normal bin, like a normal silo, you'd be able to sell them. This does have a value but does not have a way to sell it. I used both the right thumbstick to click onto it to see if the sell would come up, as well as the demolish, and neither one of those worked. And that's pretty much like that for all these various structures. And you can see how the map maker kind of integrated some detail from this complex into these grain bins, as well as these kind of pipe work and whatnot. That kind of makes me feel that that's why these are not actually workable, usable silos. Again, I could be wrong, but just makes me feel like these are just more decoration than anything. But that is the map. That was Western Australia. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please leave a like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things that the algorithms enjoy you doing to help the channel. And with that said, hope you have a great day. Take care. Hey there again. This is just an addendum for the map tour I just performed. It didn't sit right with me that I didn't at least try to put product into the silo system, or at least maybe a silo system over on this part of the map, and I just felt that was left in. I did it. I brought the Mahindra over, purchased this bag of wheat, the chicken feed, and am going to see if this is something that I can actually insert into. Okay, so that's kind of a result. It does not appear that I can oh wait, start filling. Okay, so I can't put into it. And because I don't have access to this land, I can't dump this here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Just gonna borrow a whole bunch of money, because I think it's like 800,000 to purchase this. I'm gonna try this real fast. Alright, that should be plenty of money. So you can purchase this for $832,152. So you cannot dump into this. This is not a silo you can dump into, but it did give me a trigger to start filling. So let's dump this out here. Okay. So we can dump or take something that we don't have out of it. Let me just make sure. One more test. Try this side to dump into. No. Alright, well. That is about as definitive as I can get. It does not appear that these are actual storage silos that are supposed to be functional. Piers are supposed to be decorative. So yeah, unless potentially you get the auger to put into these silos, maybe. But again, it's just one of those that just not that just doesn't appear to be the way. So anyways, thanks again for tuning back in. Hope you all have a great day.